So pattern and mirror commands, it's our modeling lesson 6. So these are the main ones that Fusion has. If you click on the more exercises, there are a few more. There's 1, 2, 3 that can be done as well. But for now, we're going to stick with these 6 lessons. So if you click on the slide deck, it's going to tell us to open up a new file. And it's the turbine.zip. So that's what it'll look like upon completion. So close that. And we'll go to the data panel, click on turbine, which is under the basic training tab. This is what we get to start. First thing we're going to do is activate the pattern on path command, set the pattern type to pattern features, select the extrude cut of the turbine blade on the timeline as the objects, select the outside longitudinal edge of the blade as a path. So we want to go create pattern on path. Then it wants us to select our extrude on the timeline. Should be that right there. So select the extruded cut of the turbine blade on the timeline as the objects. Select the outside longitudinal edge of the blade as a path. So that was pattern. I know if I choose pattern bodies, it'll let me choose inside here. And it's suggesting to choose pattern features, select an object. And it doesn't really let me select anything, which is frustrating. If we scroll in, and click on all the faces inside of this, hold control. Then we go to path, swing around, and we grab this edge. Now we can go back to our slide deck. And we're going to set a distance of 80 millimeters and a quantity of 10. So we're going to go distance 80 mil, quantity 10. Oh, it's starting to look good. And optimized identical one direction extent. One direction identical. It's looking good. And we can click OK to accept. So click OK. There we go. Off to a good start. Now we have to activate a circular pattern command, set the pattern type to pattern bodies. So create pattern, circular pattern, pattern type is on bodies, and we're going to click on this guy. And for our axis, we're going to click on the circle. And quantity, I think it asks us for 15. Let's double check. Set the type to full and the quantity to 15. Full. It's 15. OK to accept. Now we've got a turbine blade. OK to complete. Now we need to finally mirror it so that we end up with a turbine that's on both sides, blades on both sides. So enable the mirror command, set the pattern type to bodies, and select all 15 and the base blades. The base and all 15. So we're just going to put that on a bit of an angle, create, mirror, select our object. First we're going to go mirror plane. We're going to select the bottom like the instructions say. And for objects, we're going to select the base and hold down control. And we should end up with 16 objects in total, 15 fins. I only have 13 selected, which means I've missed some. Just ends up being a lot of blue. There we go. We've got 16 in total. Click OK. And now we've got a turbine slotted fins that's been mirrored on both sides, shaft right down the center. After that, click OK to accept, and now we want to go to physical properties and make it aluminum, and we should have a 4,293 gram object weight. So right click on turbine, physical materials, aluminum is what we want, drag it over. So that was in the metal drop down, aluminum was the first one, which is nice. And right click again, go properties, and we have 4,293 grams, so we're good, right on the money. So when we complete this, we'll have completed our 6 introductory fusion modeling lessons. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and or email and ask in class.